Welcome. Welcome to this embodied flow practice. I'm going to weave in a bunch of different modalities, and I like to think of embodied flow as like a collection of portals, lots of different doorways into the theme, into the experience. So we'll work with philosophy and free movement and a nice amount of asana in, and we're going to move through the gateway of the lungs. And this class was inspired by, I was walking my dogs the other morning and I was pausing for them, waiting for them. There's this track that they love to go down, and there's a couple of friends of theirs down there, and usually some delicious leftover food on the floor. And it was morning and the sun was rising, and as I was just stood there in the silence, I was overcome with that feeling of fullness, the purna. And it's in those moments where we're completely present and there's something about the light or the colors of the nature or the quality of the morning, the tone of the day that just calls us into this very sacred recognition of life being so full. And in those moments we realize, I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else. I have everything that I need right now. Whatever's happening in my life, just right now I can see the veils part. And in those moments we are empty. We're empty of story and narrative and ideas. And there's a beautiful sutra from the Shiva Sutras which says, Jnanam bandhaha, knowledge is bondage, which is to say that the conditioning of the mind can bind us and cover all of the sacred, all of the beauty, all of the fullness, the maya, the layers of maya that lead us to believe that we are not full, that there is a hole that needs to be filled, that we are separate, that we are not enough. And so, in contrast to Jnanam bandhaha, knowledge is bondage, in contrast to that idea of the knowledge blinding us, binding us, there is also two beautiful Sanskrit words, Swarupa Jnana. Swarupa means essence, nature, and Jnana is knowledge, so it's to have true insight into your essence, nature, which is always already full. So we're going to explore that through movement and breath and meditation and asana. So you will come to take your seat. There's a playlist link for this class, but you can also find it on Spotify, and it's called the Overflow _RA, and you can press play on that now. And then find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, settle in. Bring your hands to cross over your body so that they rest on the outside of your rib cage. So your right palm gently connects to the left side body and the left palm rests on the right. So you gently cradle your rib cage. And begin to breathe very deeply as you soften your jaw and your face, your hips and your belly. Long, sweeping Ujjayi breath. Feel the lungs expand into the rib cage, that expands into the tissue, the skin, and into your hands. Continue the inhale beyond where you might usually start, so that you can send the breath into the back of the lungs. And as you inhale into your hands, follow the breath down the bronchial tree as it branches out into the two long lobes, and then reaches down into the bottom of the lungs, right at the base of the thoracic cage, and expands into the middle and all the way up beyond the collarbones, front, back and sides. And let your awareness be carried on the breath so that you land in your lungs on every inhale. You land in the bottom and the middle and the upper lobes. And as you exhale, you empty, empty, empty. The belly draws to the spine. As you inhale, fill up the lower lobes, the middle lobe on the right side, and both of the upper lobes all the way beyond the collarbones. And then see if you can inhale for a count of 10. And exhale for a count of 10. And inhale for 10 and keep going. And if 10 is too far, then take it to 8. But really reach the full capacity of your lungs. Finding the backs, the sides, expanding in all directions. And keep dropping your mind, your brain into your lungs. Clearing out the noise and the clutter and the narrative so that it's just you and the breath and the practice. Deepening your relationship to your lungs as you dive into them. And keep your right hand where it is, but bring your left hand to the upper left chest, anywhere around the left side of the heart. Bringing all of your awareness and your breath and your attention into your left lung, emptying all the way to the bottom. Expand the breath all the way into the lower lung, all the way up through the heart and into the upper lobe. And start to find some gentle rotation from the left lung. Continue to breathe so deeply all the way down into the depths of the left lung, into the back of the left lung. And then let your movement follow the expansion. Perhaps your left arm reaches out into space as you inhale. And as you exhale, let your rib cage and the tissue of your body fold in around the emptying of the lung so that your movement echoes the movement of the lung. As you inhale, the arm expands out into space. Leaning into the back of the lung as you exhale and empty, and Begin to circle again from your left lung, and just allow your left lung to move you. Soften your bones and your jaw, and you can either keep the right hand on the left lung, or you can now let both arms start to express. Continue to dive into the left lung, continue to breathe into the left lung so that you empty your ideas about what you're supposed to do, and you just allow your body to move. Trust that you are in your left lung, and you'll find your way out of your seated position into another position, and just wherever you find yourself, on your knees, maybe on a hip. Let your body start to move you off the mat, around the mat. Continue to breathe deeply into the left lung and see how the mind of the left lung moves your body. And if that sounds kind of new and strange and alien, like something you've not done before, then that's great. Let go of your ideas about what you are doing and allow your body to move you. Breathe into the left lung and see where it takes you. Emptying your ideas, what you think you know, so that the fullness of life can carry you into movement, carry you into presence. Just stay curious and see what happens. Just allowing your body to move you through the space, and if it helps to keep your right hand connected to your left lung, then do that, but trust that you're there. Let your body take you into different shapes and rhythms and textures, so that you're not doing the movement so much as you're being moved. And you can continue there. We're going to come into the right lung. So if you are really already just diving into the left, stay with it. You can always join us in the right. But just for a moment, whenever you pause, take a moment to notice the aliveness in the left side as you pause. Palms face up, eyes closed. What do you notice between the left lung and the right lung? And bring your left hand to your right side body, your right lung. You can bring both hands there and start to breathe there. Start to move from the right lung as you carry awareness and breath deep down into the depths of the right lung. Starting to bring this part of you online and into the conversation. It requires an emptying of what you think you know and a dropping into trust. Coming into conversation with your lung like maybe you haven't done before. Breathing into the depths, letting it move you. Circle your torso, lean back into it, reach to the side from it. So you initiate movement from the lung, and then let your hands be free in the space and see how you're moved through it. right lung now leading. Maybe they have different personalities, maybe your movement has a different rhythm and texture. I find my right is more angular and expressive. My left feels more lyrical, fluid. Explore, create, play. Keep breathing into the right as you invite it in, into being, into expression, into relationship throughout the whole body. And then take a moment to pause, breathe into both lungs equally. Which is to say, bring your awareness into both lungs evenly. You don't have to be on your mat. Just wherever you are, pause and listen to the aliveness in your lungs, the awakenings in your body, all of the low-level hums and shimmering vibrations. And very slowly descend into a malasana squat. Onto the balls of your feet and inhale, breathe your arms wide. Expand to the full capacity of your lungs. And as you exhale, round in and pull your belly to your spine. Inhale, breathe your rib cage away from your pelvis. Keep your arms wide and your heart full as you exhale and pull your belly to your spine. Ground your heels, straighten your toes, square front, press into the earth. Keep your knees bent flat back. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and breathe into the back of your lungs. Exhale, pull your belly back towards your spine as you stay in this shape. Close your eyes, soften your jaw, breathe into the back of your lungs. Keep the expansion as you exhale, pull the belly back to your spine for support. One more, inhale, breathe into the fullness of your lungs. Exhale, pull your belly back to your spine and empty everything out. Bend your knees into a chair pose and sweep your arms wide into a soft cactus. Stay and exhale, pull your belly to your spine. Inhale, breathe your heart fuller, your lungs expand more into the space around them. And exhale, pull your belly to your spine and empty. One more breath. Inhale to rise. Sweep your heart forward. It's this soft cactusing of the arms, the hands are soft. So you're leaning into the back of the heart, the back of the lungs. As you exhale, pull your belly back to your spine. And as you inhale, keep the shape and make it fuller. Bend your knees, and as you exhale, pull your belly to your spine. Bring your hands to touch the earth. Inhale, half lift, flat back, bring your arms wide, breathe into the back of your lungs. Stay, exhale, pull your belly to your spine. Inhale, breathe into the back of your lungs, the sides of your lungs, get fuller. And this time, fold, exhale, empty, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins this time. Exhale. exhale, touch the earth and slide your left foot to the back of the mat, lower your back knee. Anjaneya, sweep your hands high. Breathe into the fullness that you are. Stay and exhale, pull your belly back to your spine, lift through the front of your chest. Inhale, breathe into the cushion of support as you expand into the back of your lungs, and exhale, pull your belly back to your spine. One more time. Bring your left hand to the earth, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, low twisted lunge, sweep your right hand high. Be soft through your fingers. Exhale, lower your back knee and reach your right hand to the back of the mat, back of the room. Inhale, press into the earth, low twisted. Reach your right hand to the sky, lift your back knee off the floor. Exhale, lower your back knee and reach your right fingertips towards your back heel. Take 2 more like that. Breathe yourself full and open. Pull the belly to the spine as you exhale and lower. Bring your right hand to your right inner thigh and hug your legs towards each other. So hug your front heel towards your back knee to lift out of your pelvis. Spin your chest. Breathe into the sides and the back of your lungs. And if it's available, bend your back knee. Reach for the left foot with the right hand and draw your heel to your seat. Soften your face and your jaw. Expand into the whole capacity of your lungs. And as you exhale, hold the shape by emptying from the belly. Slowly release on an inhale. Exhale back to down dog. Take an inhale and just wave very slightly forwards. Exhale, bend your knees and glide your sit bones back. Empty, empty, empty. Inhale, fill yourself up and just let the breath carry you just a few inches forwards, not to a plank unless you long to go there. And exhale, soften your knees and reach your sit bones back and just take a couple of waves on your breath, gently rocking. Slowly walk to the top of your mat. Bend your knees, root down through your feet, flat back, half lift, sweep your arms wide, lengthen. Exhale, gather your belly to your spine and hold. Inhale to chair pose. Soft cactus your arms and breathe your lungs fuller. Keep that and exhale, pull your belly to your spine. Stay, inhale, breathe into the fullness. And exhale, gather your belly to your spine and empty. One more time. Inhale to rise. And this time, exhale, fold all the way down. Hands to shins, inhale, half lift. Find the buoyancy and the lightness of your being. And then softly lower your hands to the earth. Slide your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneya. Exhale, cactus the arms. Draw your belly to your spine. We'll pulse this time. Inhale, sweep your arms down and high. Anjaneya. And exhale, draw your belly to your spine. Soft cactus your arms. Take another on your own. The next time you exhale, softly place your right hand to the earth. Make a full connection with your hand. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Inhale to rise, low twisted. Exhale, lower your back knee. Sweep your left arm towards your right heel. Inhale, lift your back knee, low twisted lunge, left hand to the sky. Take 2 more on your own. Super slow and deep breaths, so that you're inhaling beyond where you might usually inhale to. You're getting fuller and fuller and emptier. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left thigh. Hug your front heel to your back knee as you spin around your spine. And you can stay or bend your back knee and reach for the right foot with the left hand and draw the heel to the seat. And then find your breath. Look forward, step forwards. Inhale to flat back, sweep your wings wide. Exhale, pull your belly to your spine, bend your knees. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, allow your hands to float down, palms face up. And just give yourself a moment to listen and breathe. And let your body gently rock you and wave you. Listen for how your lungs want to move you. Giving them space and time and the opportunity to be deeply felt, received, and awakened. I'm going to do that same sequence. I'll guide you through the first side a little more, and then you'll do the second side on your own. And you can add on, you can take away, you can make it your own. Inhale, sweep your hands high. And swan dive. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale to half lift as you wish. Exhale, touch the earth, glide your left foot to the back of the mat, Anjaneya. Inhale, hands high. And exhale, soft cactus, belly to spine. Take 2 more. One more inhale to transition you into low twisted. Left hand to the earth, reach your right hand to the sky, lift your back knee, lean back. Exhale, lower your back knee, sweep your arm all the way to the back of the mat. And inhale, reach your hand high, take 2 more. Keep exploring the capacity that you have. Your capacity to drink in more and more and more of life, taking an extra sip at the top of the breath, and committing to releasing the conditioning that binds you. Take the twist as you wish. You can bend the back knee, spin the chest to the sky, emptying so you can receive more of yourself and less of the ideas about yourself. And we'll go straight into Uttanasana. Look forward, step forwards. Inhale, flat back, soft knees, half lift. Stay on the exhale as you draw your belly to your spine. Inhale to rise, sweep your hands high. And we'll dive straight back down, swan dive, exhale, all the way down. Inhale, half lift, either hands to shins or flat back. And off you go on your own, second side. It starts right foot to the back of the mat, Anjaneya, your own expression. your own full pulse. 3 more breaths. Drink yourself in. Every breath a call to the now, to this moment. It turns into a low twisted lunge in your own time. Take a few pulses and let it organically express so that your movement won't look like anybody else's. It's uniquely your expression, it's your fullness. You'll take the full twist, either bend in the back knee, and when you're ready to release, come to down dog and take whatever you need, whether that's stillness and breath, or movement and breath. You can vinyasa, you can maybe walk your hands back to your feet and be a forward fold, ripple through your spine, ride your hips. But whatever you choose, find the fullness of your breath. Every inhale guides you back to the Swarupa, essence nature, which is always already full and overflowing with itself. Inhale to plank pose. And exhale, either lower chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Lower onto your belly. Bring your arms wide. Root down through the tops of your feet. Get strong through your legs. Press into the earth for cobra. And breathe all the way into the upper lobes of your lungs. Stay, and as you exhale, pull your belly back towards your spine, which will give you more lift, more support, more stability. And the inhale, breathe into the back of your lungs, the sides. And as you exhale, gather in through the core, pull your belly to your spine and draw your hands towards your feet. And inhale, breathe into the fullness of your lungs. And exhale, pull your belly to your spine and draw your hands back towards. One more inhale. And exhale, lower. Bring your hands next to your rib cage. Press back towards child's. Empty your body fully of breath. And then let the inhale carry you into a cat as you round through your spine. And exhale, tuck your toes if your knees glide back to down dog. Pause for a few breaths. Dive into your lungs so that you inhabit them, so that you live inside of them, so that they're not just something that you know that exists inside you and you have no relationship to, so that you're in conversation with this incredible part of you. And then slowly step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, root through your feet, soften your knees, lengthen through your spine and stay, arms wide, belly to your spine. Inhale to rise. Pull your weight into your right foot, soft through your hands, and breathe your left knee up towards your chest. Let your arms dance upon the inhale as your rib cage expands in all directions. And the exhale gathers in the support as you empty, empty, empty of anything limiting, any doubt, any fear. Take another full inhale and find more buoyancy, more lightness to your lungs. And then come into a twist. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg or your left foot. Reach your left hand behind you. Pull your belly to your spine on the exhale. Inhale to untwist. Exhale into warrior 3. Pause. Breathe into the back of your lungs. So use the buoyancy of your lungs to give you more lightness, more shape, more presence. And as you exhale, pull your belly to your spine. Empty out. Gather in. And then soft step back to a warrior 1. Sweep your hands high. Exhale, soft cactus your arms down. Pull your belly to your spine. And inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. And exhale, open. Pull your belly to your spine. One more time. Reverse triangle. Sweep your right arm up and over your head, straighten your front leg. And then exhale, tip your way into Trikonasana. And bring your hand just to the top of your shin below your knee. So it's not a deep shape. And then breathe the side body long. Let your breath reach all the way out into the space on either side of your body. And reach your top arm all the way over your head. And then as you exhale, turn your toes to the long edge of the mat. Sweep your left arm all the way down, coming to a wide-legged forward fold. Soften your knees and breathe yourself into a flat back. Arms wide. Pull your belly to your spine. Breathe more of you into your lungs. Exhale, fold, empty, touch the earth. And release your head and your jaw and imagine everything pouring out of the crown of your head. And as you breathe in, you expand your possibilities, your strength, your capacity to hold more of life. And as you exhale, you empty out all of that knowing that binds you. And as you breathe in, half lift, lengthen through your crown, breathe all the way down the central channel, all the way out from the center to the sides of your lungs, and exhale and empty. Bring your left hand outside your right ankle, and your right ankle outside your left. And then start to spin as you look underneath your left armpit. And if this feels too much, you can just do a single bind, left hand to right ankle and right hand to the sky. And then release and cross your hands over so the right hand is now on top. And then spin and rotate and look underneath your right armpit. And breathe all the way out into the depths of the right lung. And exhale and empty, turn your toes to 10 and 2, coming to a goddess stance. Breathe your arms into a soft cactus as you open. And as you exhale, pull your belly to your spine. Just take a few ripples here and let your body have some freedom. Let it just move in its own expression. Let it be full of itself. So you're not trying to do anything or control anything. It's not about how you think you're meant to move. There's this deeper, richer, fuller wisdom called the Shuddha Vidya, the pure knowledge. Let that move you, something deeper, than your ideas about how to move. Let the wisdom of the body move you. I'm going to meet in Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. So turn your right toes to the top of the mat, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, sweep your left arm over your left ear, and play as you wish here. You might be still. You might want to pulse through your upper body and swim your arm through space. Your breath is a doorway into your freedom. Start to look towards the top of the mat. We're going to come into a floating half moon. So stay soft through your fingers. Reach through your left foot, heel or ball of the foot, and hover in space. Use the breath to hold you there. Draw your belly to your spine for support as you empty, empty, empty. And then sweep everything forwards as you draw your left knee into your chest. Spread your left toes. Natarajasana, kick your left foot behind you and catch your ankle with your left hand. Hug everything in. Breathe into your fullness. Reach the fullness of your heart forwards as you make an offering to yourself through the shape. An offering of your own freedom. Freedom from the known. Freedom from what has come before. Recognizing the fullness of what is always already here. And then release. Tadasana. Have your palms facing up. Maybe they're on your heart. Maybe they're on your lungs. Maybe they're just moving in space. But take a moment to absorb and receive. Pull your weight into your left foot. Draw your right knee in. Breathe yourself lighter, softer. Bend through your left knee. Take the twist. Left hand outside right thigh or right foot. Reach your right fingertips behind. Breathe into the back of your left lung. Let's exhale to untwist this time and go right into Warrior 3, airplane. Breathe your arms into a soft cactus. Exhale your belly to your spine. And then gather more space, more buoyancy through the thoracic cage, through your lungs. Soft step into Warrior 1. Sweep your hands high. Exhale, melt through soft cactus arms as you open through the front of your lungs. And inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, gather through your belly, empty your belly to open through the heart more. One more time. And then inhale to a reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. You might want to widen your stance and walk your back foot back. Sweep your left arm up and over. Breathe. And exhale as you melt and trickle and tip into a shallow Trikonasana. So your hand is higher up your shin than perhaps usual. And breathe deep. And reach your top arm over and forwards. On exhale, sweep down into Prasarita Parattanasana, wide-legged forward fold, and take what you need here. Maybe you go into Skandasana. Maybe you just pause and breathe. Knees soft, toes soft. Sit bones reaching skyward as your spine and all the contents of your mind empty out into space, into earth. And your breath reaches into the depths, the front, back and sides of your form. And we'll come straight into Parsvakonasana from here. Turn your left toes to the top of the mat and bring your left forearm to your left thigh and sweep your right arm over your ear. Look forward. Prepare for your floating half moon. So you might want to walk your back foot in, press into your left foot as you glide into space. Reach through the ball of your back foot. Exhale, pull your belly to the spine. As you inhale, get lighter. Turn everything straight front as you sweep your right knee up towards your chest. Kick your right foot behind you, empty, 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 so that you can receive the full opening as you breathe yourself into Dansa, into Natarajasana, into the fullness of Shiva, the infinite expansiveness of consciousness. Release. Receive. And you can be in stillness, you can be in movement. You can process this however you wish. Take a moment to listen and see what comes through. And see what's alive inside of you. As the air spirals inside your lungs, let your lungs spiral inside your rib cage as your body swirls through space. Just some free movement, free expression to help digest and process the last 45, 50 minutes or so. Swirling through space like the air in your lungs. Receiving your freedom, your expression, opening the doorway into your own self. Free from ideas and shoulds and should nots. Let's take another moment to move as you wish. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no rules. You've never moved in this way before, ever, because you've never been in this moment before. So unknow what you think you know about this moment and let it unfold before you, as you, through you. That is life in its fullness, in its freedom, unbound by your ideas, by your shoulds, by your should nots. And we'll meet in a kneeling position. And there's a couple of options. If you just want to receive and pause and just take a couple of moments to meditate, then do that. If you are longing for more back bends, then you can tuck your toes and come to stand on your knees and bring your hands onto your low back with the fingertips facing up the back. If that's not possible, then you can just turn them down. Take a big inhale and breathe your ribcage away from your pelvis. Exhale, pull your belly back to your spine, switch your core on and send your hips forwards, and then breathe your ribcage full. And exhale, pull your belly to your spine. And if it feels okay, you can come into camel, taking your right hand to the inside of your right ankle, and then your left to the inside of your left. Keep hugging your inner ankles towards one another as you breathe into the front, back, and sides of your lungs. As you empty, draw your belly to your spine. One more breath. Keep your right hand connected to your right ankle as you sweep your left arm over to the right side. So you take like a side stretch. Lower your hips to your heels and sweep around. Bring your left hand inside your left ankle and sweep your right arm over to the side. Take another on each side. Make your way onto your seat for Paschimottanasana. And just move the thigh bones back in space. Pull your toes back towards you. Breathe your arms wide and high. And exhale, empty your belly, empty your brain. Draw your belly to your spine as you hinge at your hips and fold forwards, bow in. With every inhale, breathe into the space above you, behind you, around you, so that you become as full as the infinite space that holds everything. It's like every inhale weaves you, stitches you into the fullness, the purna of the now. So rich, textured, so abundant. The gift of this breath, the silence. Slowly breathe yourself back to upright. Step your right foot outside your left thigh and just take a simple twist. So right fingertips behind you, and you can bring your left elbow outside your right thigh. Breathe and lengthen and expand. And exhale, draw your belly to your spine and empty. One more breath. Inhale to untwist. Extend both legs out, take a moment, absorb, receive, realign. Step your left foot outside your right thigh. Left fingertips behind, right arm reaches up until the right elbow comes outside your left thigh. Breathe yourself full and tall and clear. And exhale, go deeper. One more breath, in and out. Inhale to untwist. And take a moment in meditation. You can come straight into Shavasana, or you can have just a minute to take a seat. If you're coming into Shavasana, you'll just come to lie on your back, with your arms Out to the side, your legs the length and width of the mat, and let everything drop down and back and in. And whether you choose to sit in meditation or be in Shavasana, you're simply attuning to all the contents of the present moment. All the vibrations and sensations, all the textures, the rhythms. The light and the dark, the silence and the sound. Anytime your mind wanders, just notice that that's just part of your experience. And call yourself back to the multi-layered landscape of the present moment. As well as your thoughts, there are your vibrations, sensations, your breath. There is silence, there is sound, there is everything, there is nothing. There is emptiness and there is fullness. In between those two, I will leave you in meditation, sending you my prayers and blessings for your day. May you be held, may you be guided, may you be free, may you be full.